Welcome to our conceptual overview of head and neck anatomy. The head and neck region is the most complex anatomical area in the human body. It houses our primary sensory organs, interfaces with the central nervous system, and contains critical pathways for both respiration and digestion. The head provides essential protection for the brain, eyes, ears, and the sense of smell, while the neck acts as a conduit for neurovascular structures, the airway, and the food pipe. Understanding this region is foundational for anyone studying medicine or health sciences as it integrates structure and function in a compact space. Let's begin by exploring the skeletal framework that supports these vital functions. Now let's look at the skeletal framework of the head and neck. The skull or cranium is a rigid structure that protects the brain. It consists of the neurocranium, which encloses the brain, and the visceral cranium, which supports the face and sensory organs. The cervical spine, made up of 7 vertebrae C1, C7, provides mobility and houses the spinal cord. The atlas C1 allows nodding, while the axis C2 enables rotation. Unique to this region is the hyoid bone, a floating bone that serves as an anchor for the tongue. Together, these bones create a strong yet flexible support system, essential for movement, protection, and function. Moving on to musculature and nerves, the head and neck contain specialized muscle groups for mastication, facial expression, and movement. Muscles like the masseter and temporalis help us chew, while mimetic muscles allow for facial expressions. The sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscles control neck movement. These muscles are innervated by cranial nerves, such as the trigeminal nerve for mastication and the facial nerve for expression. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves in total, each managing specific sensory and motor functions. For example, the optic nerve handles vision, the vestibulocochlear nerve manages hearing and balance, and the trigeminal nerve provides facial sensation. This intricate network ensures precise control and responsiveness. The vascular system of the head and neck is vital for supplying oxygen and nutrients. The common carotid artery branches into the internal and external carotid arteries, delivering blood to the brain, eyes, face, and neck. Venous drainage occurs mainly through the internal and external jugular veins, which return blood from the brain and superficial areas. The lymphatic system, including superficial and deep cervical lymph nodes, plays a crucial role in filtering toxins and supporting immune defense. These systems work together to maintain the health and function of the head and neck, and their integrity is essential for overall well-being. Let's focus on the oral cavity, larynx, and salivary glands. The oral cavity is bounded by the lips, palate, tongue, and oropharynx and leads to the pharynx, which is divided into nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. The larynx, or voice box, is essential for sound production and airway protection, while the thyroid gland regulates metabolism. Major salivary glands include the parotid near the ears, submandibular below the jaw, and sublingual below the tongue, all contributing to digestion and oral health. These structures are not only vital for basic functions like speaking and swallowing, but also play key roles in clinical procedures and diagnostics. Finally, understanding the anatomy of the head and neck is crucial for clinical practice. Key anatomical landmarks guide procedures like intubation, venipuncture, and surgeries such as tracheostomy and thyroidectomy. The region's complexity means that structural integrity and spatial relationships are vital for accurate diagnosis and effective treatment. Imaging landmarks such as the external auditory meatus and foramen magnum are essential for CT and MRI navigation. In summary, the head and neck region is where anatomical complexity meets clinical importance, forming the foundation of medical knowledge and practice.